Hi, my name is Bill Atkins, and I am a Medtronic 670 pump user. When I first had diabetes over 30 years ago, it was really a hit or miss. We were taking insulin syringes where you give yourself an injection and hope that it was going to be the right amount, but it really never was. So you give yourself either too much, then you had to hurry up and make sure that you ate enough to bring it back up, or if it wasn't enough, your blood sugars would be too high. And again, it was a game of trying and seeing how it is and reacting, and it really didn't work too well. I switched to the Medtronic pump many, many years ago, and each time that they come out with a new pump, it's been even better. But I can't say enough about this latest Medtronic 670 pump, and here's why. Of course, it will give me insulin throughout the day, as many pumps will do. It has a continued blood glucose monitor, which will help me know where my blood glucose is all throughout the day. But the biggest difference is the last pump before the 670 is I would have to preset what I thought my carbohydrates intake would be and preset the pump. So for instance, I might think, oh, I'm going to eat at 12 o'clock every day, and the pump would be set to that. But what if I couldn't eat until 1? What if I miss a meal? What if I had to eat a little bit early? It was never ever quite right. The good thing about the prior pump is it did turn off your insulin if it went low, which is dangerous. But the new 670 pump changed all that. The new 670 pump, first off, the sensor is much, much more accurate. So I'm getting better blood glucose readings. At any time, I could see what my blood glucose is. And the biggest thing is it will know and give you insulin when your sugars are going high. And the best thing about it is, if you think about most people who get an injection of insulin, it lowers their blood glucose in a pretty large amount. Their blood glucose down, and then they have to react by eating something. And again, those curves go up and down of your blood glucose, peaking and valleying, and it's never ever consistent, which is the goal in diabetes. This has changed all that. The new 670 has these microblasts. So as the pump sees that your blood glucose is going high, they'll give you just a little microblast. And then when the reading comes again, that it checks your blood glucose automatically again, it sees, is it still going high? What predictive part will it be? Will it be going up? If so, it'll give you another microblast. If it seems like it's leveling out, it'll discontinue giving that microblast. And as a result, in all my years of being a diabetic, at one time my A1C was up over 9. My last A1C, I've had this new 670 pump for about 3 months, was 6.9. It's been the best it's ever been. I've never ever been able to cross the 7 A1C threshold. It's always been 7.2, getting close, but never ever under the 7 goal. But what I'm really excited about is, even though it's 6.9, the A1C is a 3-month trail. So because I've had this new pump for about 3 months, as it trails down, it gives you the last 3 months. I'm believing that by being under consistency, as I'm now getting, the next A1C I go to my endocrinologist in 3 months will be even better, because now the range won't be as high. It'll be more of a gradual one like that. So this can radically change your life, because as we know, being a controlled diabetic is very, very different than being uncontrolled. When you're in control, you won't have all the complications that you may have as an uncontrolled diabetic. It just changes your life. So I'm a real big fan and advocate of Medtronic. I've had their pumps many years, but this is the game changer. The 670 really, really has helped me to lead a more normal life. I don't have to be as structured of when I eat. It automatically tells, based on my blood glucose, tells the pump how much insulin to give, if it should be turned off. My overnight blood glucose has really, since the first of starting the new 670, has really been maintained pretty consistently. So I don't have those lows that I used to have previously. I don't have the highs overnight, because overnight when you're sleeping you can't be as aware. And the other part of the day is I don't have to be quite as obsessive as always checking my blood glucose and then reacting by giving myself insulin. So it's really been a game changer. I strongly am a raving fan and an advocate of the new Medtronic 670 pump. I think that given an opportunity, you should definitely move to the 670 as quickly as you can, and you too could be under great control of your diabetes. It really changes everything. It's almost like an artificial pancreas, the closest I've seen to it. And again, I strongly suggest you checking out the new Medtronic 670 pump. Thanks. This is Bill.